that the Indians they work harder or they work longer and paid less, right?
I'm putting it into words.
Yeah, my thing cut out. Test 1 2 3. Yeah, $100 for it. Yeah, yeah. That's like a lot of
and
people. Yeah, sorry.
there's a funny story behind this information. So I started working for this company called Wipro
Mm-hmm.
as a doctor, and I met one of my old school friends over there. He studied with me, right? Now, this is important because this motherfucker used to always cause problems for me in that same schooling time. And they used to always go around these in fucking groups. You know how these fucking niggas behave in America? Same shit in India. It's no different.
Yeah. Okay.
So they think that they're big shit. The moment you beat the shit out of them, they'll go cry to mommy and daddy and they'll cry to the principal. Oh, look what happened to us. So that is basically the same behavior. And there is no excuse to say that the father is not in the house because they have a functional family as well. Right. So I'm just covering all bases to make you
So,
understand.
so, so
It's
are you
not
saying that I get, were you just kind of like comparing it to the African Americans? They have a big problem because they have fatherless homes, or are you saying the Indians also have a big problem with fatherless homes there, or no?
India does not have fatherless homes. That is a very, very rare occurrence in India because either the father is indirectly involved or always involved, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
very rare, man. It's like maybe one in a million you'll find something like that, and
Interesting.
most of the time, the child will just end up in an orphanage.
Mm.
Okay,
So
and I know
are
that
the
in
Are
America,
Indian
like
fathers, are they considered good usually? Good fathers?
depends on the father, man. Like if you consider Telugu people, then you just have fucking soy boys.
Mm.
Telugu fathers are just beta male soy boys. That's the best description I can give you.
So okay, yeah, because that kind of confused me for a second, but I guess that makes sense thinking about it more. Because Telugu, that's what we're talking about. Those are the people in South India that are scammers. They're not necessarily poor. They're just opportunistic and saying they lack morale, right?
Yeah.
And they're kind of trash. Okay, I see. That makes sense. Interesting.
Complete trash, not kind of trash, complete trash. Um, the other thing is like like if they come into a working environment like your hospital or something. Okay, I'm sorry, I got diverted. I was trying to tell you about this story about this guy. So he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you've not changed at all. You're still the same guy." And this happened because we were talking in the cafeteria, right? So I was just eating lunch. He's like, "You're still the same," and I'm like, "Sorry, who are you?" He's like, "Don't you remember me?" I'm like, "No, who the hell are you?" And he's like, "Oh, it's me, Krishna. You know, we were classmates in 10th standard in this school." And I'm like, "Yeah, the school is right, but I don't remember who you are." So he, okay,
I can
so
imagine this conversation. Sorry, go on. Yeah.
yes, so this guy is like, "Okay, so where did you study your BTech? You know, your Bachelor of Technology?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"I did not study Bachelor of Technology because remember I told you I'm a doctor, so." He's in for the surprise of a lifetime the moment he keeps opening his mouth. He's like, "So what do you do for work?" I said, "I work in the room over there." He's like, "Where?" And I take him to the doctor's chamber and I show him over here. And he's like, "Oh, this is the
Oh.
doctor's chamber." And I tell him, "Yeah, that's my room."
Oh
Can you imagine how
boy.
this guy was feeling, man? The guy who
Yeah.
thought that he was superior to you all his life ends up coming to terms, you know. Then he's asking me, "Oh, how much do you make a month?" I was like, close to $1,000, $1,200, and that's big money here in India, by the way. And this guy's remember he's getting paid $100 a month.
Oh, sheesh. And you said he was doing tech or something, software?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's
Sheesh.
like, and he asks me after this, what bike do you drive? Because here in India we don't usually have cars unless you're like super rich or something because maintenance costs and everything. That's with all the family chipping into contribute to it. So yeah, I'm like, no, I don't drive a car, man. I'm sorry, I don't drive a bike because I have a driver. He drives the car and drops me off at work and picks me
Oh
up.
no.
And this guy is like, he's just keeping a straight face throughout the whole thing. But after like 2 minutes, Like, yeah, I got some work to do. I'll catch you later, and then I never see the fucker again.
Yeesh, bro.
That's
That's a
yeah, that's
classic thing in America too. The that kind of like in high school. You said it was like a grade. You said Mark 10 or something. I forget what you said, but it was like 10 year 10 or
tenth
something.
grade, tenth
Yeah.
tenth grade. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that's like high school for us here. Yeah, you always hear those
yeah,
stories like the kid that think they thought they were really cool in high school, maybe hanging out with all the other the goofballs and shit, and they end up amounting to nothing, and then you see them again in life randomly. It's like the kid that bullied like Bill Gates, the CEO of Microsoft or whatever, and they called him stupid or like
mm,
the nerd or whatever, and then he ends up running the world pretty much. But yeah, that's
yeah.
crazy, bro. So what is school system like there?
It's shit. You're surrounded by these fucking schedule cast bastards.
Does everybody go to school?
Unfortunately,
I I feel that. I feel that. So India doesn't have like a problem with literacy and basic standard levels of education, right?
problem is not that everybody is capable of reading and writing. It's like, what are you doing with the information that you have? That is the problem.
There are no jobs.
There are jobs, but because there are so many fucking people, the job is basically paying you peanuts. And if you don't
Yeah,
do it, somebody else is ready to do it.
somebody else will. Yeah.
Because,
Holy shit.
yeah, and because we have so much segregation among people, it's like, okay, fuck you, I need the money.
Yeah,
Fuck you,
yeah.
fuck this country, I need the money. Yeah, so basically, that's kind of why I understand, the German Nazi point of view. It's like they had a reason, being heterogeneous. The heterogeneous society makes sense. You don't have all this bullshit going on.
Yeah. I get you. I
It's
get you.
unfortunate.
It's like the whole like a lot of the German philosophers like Nietzsche, like they talked about this stuff like this when you try to cater
Yeah, the
towards
Ubermensch.
more.
The
Yeah, yeah.
Ubermensch, yeah.
Yeah, the slave versus master, and when you cater to the master, you tend to create a culture or even like a society of mediocrity. That's you know what I mean. You just it's a tough thing, but I mean, like I guess how does India solve this, bro? Like I don't. It seems like they're in deep shit here. This because I mean, if they're hurting the talent pool, people are going to work abroad. They're getting education abroad because of everything going on internally. They
Okay.
are not making
So
money. Yeah.
I'll tell you how I'll tell you how they're tackling the situation. They are essentially changing the rules and making them more unfair. So if I have to do an internship, after which I should be taking an exam. Like after the internship, I should be taking an exam, right?
Mhm.
They make it so that you cannot do the internship until you finish the exam. That's
Uh,
the kind of shit that they do here.
okay, that's kind of okay. Interesting. So it's like,
And the exam is so
yeah.
difficult. The exam is so difficult. Only like 4 or 5% of the people who attempt the exam pass. And if you don't pass, then they call you fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I always thought when I thought about India and the schooling and stuff.
Yeah. And do you know the kind of people that are studying in India? Ding, 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 the scheduled caste untouchables. And the moment they go through the system and you join internship after going through all the bullshit that you went through just to become who you are, they start telling you that they're better than you because they studied locally. And, you have to politely remind them, you studied on reservation, you're an untouchable, fuck yourself.
Oh my gosh, sheesh. Wait. Could you
Yeah, and
explain that
even
part, that last part? So when you can you explain that to me again? Because I think I missed that. Are you like in the context of like somebody as like they were considered untouchable and they were able to pass exams and get in, they were still treated like shit?
no, the guy who is the untouchable gets through the system even though he didn't score the required marks, even though he did not deserve to be there. And
Hmm.
after that, he starts telling the guy who went through the normal process, went through doing all the hard work. The untouchable guy tells the guy who's actually deserving that he is better than him because he studied in India.
Oh, I see. Okay,
So you have
interesting. How does
e-
the
even
untouchable
better
get in the first place then?
reservations, DEI, whatever you want to call it.
But I thought these people, the oh wait, no, those are the untouchables. They're not the Telugu, are they?
Most of them,
Oh, so they are the Telugu. But I thought the Telugu people
unfortunately.
were relatively. wealthy and educated. They are just kind of like malice. So if they're kind of okay, they're doing all right in terms of wealth and stuff like this and
Look, man,
education. They speak.
if the Telugus are doing well in your country, that means your country is fucked.
No, like oh, we're talking about. I was talking about like I thought we were talking about in India because isn't the
Yeah, they
Indian
are
government giving them
parasites.
giving them like special treatment under like the kind of concept of the DEI, which is supposed to be helping underrepresented people, kind of like women. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so what you're missing is that we have more people benefiting from reservations than people who are actually contributing to the economy of the country. You understand what is happening here? Most of the people that work, all the money is going into pushing these underprivileged, undeserving idiots to get a better position in life. While
Mm.
people like you and me, when we work, we actually have no way of reaping the benefits of our work, and most of the money that we pay goes into helping these people. That's all I can say.
Wow, so it's just a cycle. It's just and are they hoping that they're just everybody's hanging out for dear life? Like, okay, this life is probably gonna be shit for a little bit, but we're trying to transform an entire nation and try to become a superpower at some point. And they're by doing so, they're educating and bringing up their, I guess, their lowest. But I mean, that does sound like exact kind of like communism to an extent. They're trying to bring everyone up
That's
to an
why I
even
said.
level.
That's why I said it's fucking communism.
But do you ever think
And
maybe this is like a high IQ move and this is like you guys are going to go through suffering? It's like some people will make the argument, like Stalin and stuff, he increased like the production and manufacturing capabilities of Russia like incredibly and changed it from like an agrarian society to like a industrial
okay,
powerhouse. Yeah.
okay, but then you have to think about one perspective. Russia inherently is it's a very trying environment. It's not easy to survive in Russia. It's a very difficult environment to live in
Yeah.
on its own.
Yeah.
So the people are tough. India is not like that. We have the biggest we
No.
have the biggest epidemic of obesity, we have the
R-
biggest epidemic of obesity compared to even America. Like, you guys like to speak
really?
about obesity, but yeah, but you've not seen what actual obesity is like. It's like
No.
anybody who gets to eat food is fucking obese over here. Rice is rampant. Rice is a
What?
fucking disease.
What? No way. That's so weird because the thing is like for the longest time American like health researchers would say that China is the country and a lot of these Asian countries are the lowest rates of diabetes, the lowest rates of heart disease because of the rice would be a staple of their diet.
That is where the joke is. You see, most of the people who are obese, they're all consuming carbohydrates. Most of the people who are not obese are consuming meat. That's the best way I can say it to you.
Yeah.
90% of this country is consuming carbohydrates on a daily basis, and they're not running marathons. They're just consuming and sitting at home. What do you think is going to happen?
That's just so funny though, because like to me that means that study is like I understand carbohydrates, yes, they're less satiating than like protein and other macronutrients like proteins and fats,
Yeah,
and they you move through them very quickly and they tend to taste better and stuff like this, right? But and
yeah.
there's the concept of glycemic index, right? So, but the thing is, you would think that like the studies would say like China has a very low heart disease and obesity and stuff like this because all they have
That's
is they just
because
eat rice
most
all
of
day.
the that's because most of the heart disease is going on, unreported. Just like the COVID vaccine. I didn't take it, by the way.
So you think the same thing about
Um,
China too, probably. But I know China, actually knowing now, China does have an obesity problem, which is kind of funny. But yeah, holy shit.
yeah, and they're all liars, man. And don't believe
Wow.
anything that they tell you medically speaking, because it's always been a fucking lie. If they can lie about sugar, if they
Yeah,
can
I'm
tell
with
you
you,
that meat
bro.
is bad,
I'm with you,
if
bro.
they can
America.
tell you
Wait,
that meat is
are you
bad,
are you talking about how they did that in America, or are you saying they did that in India? Because they did that in America.
everywhere.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
try,
yeah.
you try telling anybody in America as a doctor that sugar is bad for you, you'll get disappeared so fast you won't even understand what happened to you.
In India or America?
Both places.
Well, it
Nobody will
used to be
listen
much
to
worse
what
in
you say.
America, bro. Like, it was because you had the Coca-Colas and stuff like this. They actually paid for researchers to tell everybody that fat was bad for you, like dietary fat. So, like, heart disease and diabetes and all these health problems came from dietary fat, but it was the sugar industry that was paying up because they wanted to put like vending machines in schools so like all the kids could like cattle, go up to the thing, drink some Coca-Cola, drink some sugar, and that's I had no idea that spread on an international level or like
It's
a
spread
global level.
everywhere. It's even worse
Wow.
here because people think that drinking Coca-Cola is cool. They still have that mentally retarded ideology.
I'm trying to
It's
find the
actually worse
obesity
over
rate
here.
in India. It says the prevalence of obesity is 14%, which seems low to me. Which I guess obesity rate in America it's like
Okay.
50.
Okay, look, I'll do something. I'll go out onto the street with my phone camera on, right?
No.
And
Yo, yeah.
there's two things that are very common. There's feces on the street and
No
obese
way.
people walking
I
around.
don't. I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Okay, you want to see? I can actually
Bro, I
go
don't
out and show
believe
you.
you, bro. But you're telling me that you a doctor in India, a power lifter, you're on Discord. You're an educated guy, and you could go out the way you're living. You
Sometimes,
go outside right now, and there's obese people and shit on the streets.
yeah,
I I guess you could. I guess that kind of sounds like New York City in a way, but
it's not New York City, man. There are stray dogs with rabies. There are scorpions walking around right outside my house. I'm not joking.
what
Yeah,
with
you think Australia
rabies?
is bad?
Dogs with rabies?
Dogs with rabies, yes. And there are women who tell you, "Oh, why would you kill the dogs?" Oh,
No way. Is that like
same women who
actually like a
say
big
kill all.
issue in India? Is people get bit like or die? Do people die from the rabies all the time over there?
Yeah, they do actually.
Because my understanding of rabies is you get that, there's no coming back.
Yeah, because it doesn't get reported. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Most of these fucking diseases never get reported.
What the fuck?
You think China's bad? You don't know how bad India is. You don't even know that it's that bad because they keep reporting all false information as if they're honest. Not honest.
Wow.
They tell you that China's media is regulated. You should see the Indian media, man. Even now, even now, you are not willing to believe that I can walk outside my house and find feces on the road. Even now, you're not willing to believe that.
I mean, I've heard that meme, or the meme. There's joke usually, or there's truth to some of
Yeah,
the good jokes,
there is truth to it. There is truth to it. There is
That's
truth to it. Point is, most of these jokes they come from the Pakistani or the Bangladeshi people, the Muslims basically, because they hate India, because they got fucked over by India, more or less. You know what I mean, right?
how'd they get
So they
fucked over
try
by India? I don't know that one.
because they couldn't conquer India,
Oh, I see.
and they made a joke out of it. So it's like Indians are actually more vicious compared to these guys because the Muslim will actually kill you, and that will be the end of your suffering. The Indian will keep you alive and let you watch how your life goes into a spiral.
What? Oh
And then
no.
he'll tell you, "Oh, look how kind I am." That's not kindness.
Oh man. What? So, but isn't Pakistan much worse off than India?
Yeah, but they have a US visa connection. We don't.
That's crazy. What? Wait.
So
What kind of yeah, sorry, explain it.
you can actually, like, if you look at it from the perspective of strength of passports, yeah, India has it better. But if you look at it from the perspective of being respected and having visa connections to other countries than passport, then I think Pakistan has a better choice because they can go to America much more easily compared to an Indian.
But isn't that because America has a quota on like how many people will take over from India, and there's so many Indians, so it kind of is a problem. It's hard to get in.
It's very difficult to justify anything in India being an Indian. It's like, yeah, you tell yourself, I'm a good man. I like as a doctor, I try to help myself. I try to help poor people, this and that. But I go out into the street. There's a billion people coming to you with their hand out saying, "Please help me." What do you
Wow.
do?
What are the women like
And
there?
it's not
Is
like
it? Yeah.
they suck. They suck. They're fucking ugly. They think that they deserve Prince Charming,
Oh no. Oh shit,
and they
bro.
hate they, and they'll call you a fucking Indian man. They'll call
What?
you a
Okay, so
fucking Indian man.
so what kind of men do they prefer then?
Somebody like you, white and with a lot of money.
Whites. But why where did they develop that sort of that fetish, I guess? Like from media or because I imagine there's not that many white people, that the many of them walking around India.
Okay, look, it's like this. If you're an educated Indian from a very high class society, you want the white Indian guy. You want the white American guy, right?
Really? Yeah.
And if you're part of the scheduled caste untouchable society, and you want to go to South Korea and get fucked by the K-pop idols.
Oh my god. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my god, bro. That's so funny.
Yeah,
Oh god. It's
and they'll get offended if you tell them this because it's the truth.
so how do the Indian men
Just
feel
try it.
then in
They don't
general?
feel like most Indian guys. They've just given up.
The incel community is strong over there, huh? Oh my god. That's where they
Where do you
start
think?
raping.
No, where do you think? Yeah, yeah, exactly. Where do you think all the rapes have coming from?
Hmm.
And most of those guys, they never get caught.
Holy shit.
They
Wow.
keep telling you that women are the safest in America. This is exactly why it's very complicated to explain situation of women in India, because on one side, if a woman says something that you said this to her, you're going to jail, buddy. It doesn't matter if you said it or not. You're going to jail first. You can prove
Wow.
yourself innocent
So
from
so they
inside
really
jail.
do protect women like over there in India though.
They don't protect women. They put them on a fucking pedestal because they're government
Wow.
property.
Wow. Interesting. Y- it's not the worst thing, but like I think women should definitely be protected, but then when they start, you know, trying to put a square in a circle kind of thing, and they try to put them into jobs and things that they're not optimal or efficient at doing. That's really
I,
obviously that's terrible.
I I don't have to repeat this, but we don't even have actual doctors at hospitals, so you can take that as you will.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. So there's probably just one or a few very educated people there, and they're guiding all these other people who just are kind of like doing manual tasks or whatever. That not really they don't have to be educated to the doctor's level. They're just kind of like technicians or something to an
Not even
extent.
technicians, man. There's some guy that they found on the road because he can do
Oh
the same
man,
job that this guy can. Yeah, it's that
wow,
bad. They don't
sheesh,
even pay you. They pay you once in 3 months. They pay you fucking peanuts, $500 a month.
damn. So you have no hope for
That's how
India,
much it
huh?
costs. There is no hope, man. The best part is people don't care. Oh,
Cr-
I can drink today. I can drink today. Oh, that's nice. I go to the movie today. Oh, that's nice. Oh, yes.
Communism, the little things.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
some vodka,
And
no big
then
deal.
we don't even have vodka because alcohol is banned over here.
You guys are forced to suffer.
Yeah. So the best part is they banned all the good shit. So all the good alcohol is banned, and the guy who's locally producing, uh, who also happens to be, the guy who's ruling the state, he sells the liquor here,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's mostly methyl alcohol, not even ethyl alcohol. So you know what is happening. The guy who drinks that shit, he goes to the same hospital which is being run by this guy with
What is
suboptimal
that that you just
doctors.
said then? I've heard of stuff like Desi Daru. Is that what you're kind of referring for? Like the lower? I don't.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
interesting. And that
I
makes
mean, if
people
you come to
sick?
India, it makes you sick, it makes you go blind, it makes you get liver cirrhosis. I can keep going.
Fuck, man.
The best part is the people love it.
I don't have to see the shit in the street anymore.
Yeah, because they have no other option. They love it.
Fuck,
I
that's a
love
that's a
it.
that's a rough life. And what about things like prostitution and sex trafficking and stuff? Is that a problem over there?
Yeah, you
Or
can
no,
get a
because they
blowjob
protect.
for like $1.
Yeah, but I mean, I, but like, because usually when society, I feel like, is like unraveling in
Okay,
this sort of way.
I'll,
Yeah.
I'll put it into even better perspective for you. Okay, you are not wrong to sell sex, but if you're caught buying sex, then you're the offender and you'll be thrown to jail.
Yeah, it's like that exactly in America as well, actually.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Yeah, they do
So
that
that's why I keep
because
saying,
yeah, yeah.
and the blowjob is $1, yeah, boss, basically. So yeah,
Sheesh, man. Fuck. Wow. What else should I know about India? It's craziness. But it's funny because a lot of the stuff you say, it's like it you've seen it all throughout the world. Like this stuff has been seen everywhere. Like America has gone through a lot of this stuff too. At one point, America banned alcohol too, right? And then they brought it back, and then they taxed it. But it's like, what is taxing it? What about taxes for you guys? What are
yeah,
taxes like?
you get taxed on your income, and then there's again something called a vanity tax, and after the vanity tax, there's the generalized
Vanity.
standard tax, which so you get taxed like multiple times for the same shit. Even if you don't work a job, you get taxed because you're buying something. So it's like if a bottle of Coca-Cola costs you $1 in America, it'll cost you $3 in India, which is kind of stupid considering the difference in payment. But yeah, nobody's questioning it. It's not my problem.
So vanity tax. What can you explain? I've never heard of this, and I've googled it. Apparently, New
Okay.
Jersey tried. They tried doing it in America at one point too. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like there's no need for them to try. They can just put it in. Nobody will question it in India. So vanity tax is basically like this. Something that is not necessary for life, but you're buying it, that is basically going to
Oh,
get
like a
a royalty
luxury thing,
tax.
like a luxury
Yeah,
tax. So you don't need
yeah,
this anyway, and to discourage you for being greedy or materialistic, we're gonna take your money. You
yeah,
know? Yeah, we're doing this for your own good. We're taking this. We're making it more expensive for you for your own good. They're punishing you, right?
yeah. It's
Gotcha.
amazing how they can get away with that stuff.
Well, we have that in America too. Even today, we have like if you were to buy a luxury car, you have to pay more, right?
Okay, fine. Luxury car, fine. Coca-Cola, really?
Bread. Or if
Even
you want protein, you have to pay extra tax. Eat your rice.
yeah, yeah. Eat your
Oh,
rice, get your diabetes, buy more of the diabetes
buy
medications,
buy your insulin. That's
and
what. Yeah,
remember,
yeah, yeah.
remember. Vegetarian diet is the best diet, and the future is female.
Oh, it's
It's
crazy
funny
because
because it's true.
it's same stuff in America though, bro. That's what they did in America. They did the whole sugar thing, or they say sugar's okay. They got everybody fat, diabetic, and then hey, come buy some synthetic insulin. But it gets you in America. It's like okay, we'll sell you the synthetic insulin that after we just fatten you up. But now we're gonna upcharge it 3,000% because you need it now at this point. And then they give you things like Ozempic and all these other drugs, bro. It's fattening. It's like it's crazy. It's a slavery, like
Yeah.
like cattle.
The best part is nobody's challenging this. Anybody who challenges it disappears. Like, look, man, you don't even have time. You don't have the time. You don't have the resources to even feed your family. You think you can fight the fucking government? This is communism 101.
Especially when your family is falling apart too,
Yeah,
huh?
every family is falling apart. When every fucking family is falling apart, not just your family.
Holy shit, bro.
The only
Man.
people that are not falling apart are the people who already left this fucking country. This filth.
So why Australia? Why would you rather go to Australia than like a Canada or like an or a USA or Germany or something like this?
Well, apparently they give special privileges to people who are not locals. So
Gotcha.
I'm just
Yeah.
joking. I'm not going to be a fucking social leech. I'm just trying to
Well,
make a joke. The point is, in Australia, I get paid the same amount of money as the white guy through the NHS.
so if you're saying, yeah, but are you also looking at for like at countries in terms of this, the amount of jobs are here, job opportunities? Like I would think that like because Germany, I think has a really good healthcare system. Like you
Yeah,
know,
for that, I have to learn German for that,
oh, that's true, that's true. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Then America and
and then
Canada, I wouldn't want to go to
I can't
Canada.
speak. I can't speak anything there, or the bum ding ding will get on my ass.
Wait, what? Yeah, Germany. Well, yeah. Okay, Australia is
The
nice, I
Germany,
guess.
Germany has something called the Bomfrala or whatever it's called. So I just call it Bomfending for short.
Ay, ay. Yeah, I see Australia. I can see Australia then. But why not America, I guess?
You have to ask. There's too many of these fucking Indians there. The
Oh my
last thing you
God,
want
you're not
to,
so you're not going to go back with the Indians. Oh my God, that's
look,
funny. You're trolling.
I'm not coming to America because I want to live with more fucking Indians, man.
That's
Imagine going to a
wild.
different, imagine going to a different country just because you want to live with more fucking
And
Indians.
then the Indians show up. Same- Well, they're actually, I mean, like I said, they're doing really well here. And we even had one running for president. What is Vivek? You know his name? He was like a capital eventualist or something. You know anything about
Yeah,
him?
so yeah, look at his face. That's the face of the fucking scheduled caste bastard,
Of the what?
of the untouchable, of the fourth class.
Really? So he was considered like lower class in India?
If you look at his face, then yes. But he'll tell you that he's a Brahmin. He's not actually Brahmin.
Really? Okay, this is, I don't know anything about this. So I'm on his I'm looking at this. So based off his last name, what could you tell from like the last name? Anything?
Okay, there are meanings attached to names. Ganapati is basically Ganesha, which is like god of knowledge. Rama, which means God Vishnu, and Swami means it's like somebody who's like kind of like a doctor, but in the spiritual sense.
Interesting.
Yeah, but this guy is like again, he's attached to a pharmaceutical company. Notice that
Yeah, that's why I think Indian Americans are becoming the new Jews, man.
they are they are the Jews, man.
They're pretty
It's
ruthless.
like they are very ruthless, man. Look at India.
Wow, that's
Look at
scary.
India, man. Yeah, and I keep telling you, you're letting these people into your country. You think the Jews are bad. You don't even understand the threat that the Indians pose.
Well, good thing well, I mean, the Indian Americans, they don't have that far to go, man. Because the Indian Americans, they're dominating in like the technology industry right now. Well, not they're doing very, very well. Just like how everybody would say the Jews are overrepresented in terms of banking and such like this, right? It's very similar now. The Jews and because if you look at like like the top market cap companies in America, they're all going to be tech companies pretty much, or most of them are going to be. They're the most powerful, most wealthy companies in the world right now. And the Indian American, like the CEO of Google, is Indian American, I believe. I think
Yeah,
Microsoft
they
as well.
yeah, his name is Sundar Pichai, and they love to bring up his name whenever they ask about tech because they say that India has so many people in tech, but why is there not a single startup from India? And they say, who's the
That's
CEO of Google?
okay.
Is that
That's what I want.
relevant?
That's what I want. Okay, that's exactly what I was wondering before because I was like, in today's age on the internet, and like you said, the dream is you could sell something to everybody in China for $1. That's a billion people, a billion dollars, right? And the delivery that's only really possible through the internet. Anybody can make a tech startup. And through, because the knowledge that you guys should have, through, and you guys shown it how you could do it over here, working for other companies. But why haven't you guys not done it over there? Why do we not have an Indian OpenAI or an Indian Google or such like this that's competing all over the world? Like China has a TikTok, China has a Timu, China has these technologies, these internet services that they picked up and created with Chinese influence in China, and it's found success in America. Where are the Indian ones?
There will not be any Indian ones because the amount of corruption that exists in this filthy country will never let you even get off the ground. That's why there will be no startup. It'll just be destruction.
So like
It's like whatever.
let's say you have an idea for an app, like an AI app or something like this. It's not going to be exactly next Google, but maybe it could generate you million dollars, $2 million a year or something like this, which is probably quite a bit in India. Like, how
Okay.
you do you have the access to people to be able to go out and get a business loan or like help say I have this idea, can you help me fund this? And obviously it's going to help drive create an Indian jobs. It's going to help educate Indians. I'm going to hire other Indians maybe. Like, does that not happen?
It does happen. So you go and tell somebody about your idea, and that very night some politician comes to your house, puts a gun to your head, and tells you Give that to me. Give the patent to me. That's it.
What? Oh my God, it sounds like Russia.
At least in
Sheesh.
Russia, they're at least open about it. Here, they won't even let it come out.
Yeah, yeah, I've never heard that ruthless side of India. It's kind of hard to believe for me because I always thought of Indians as more kind of, they're assertive, they're honest and truthful in the way at least it seemed that way. Like, well, maybe not actually. I don't know, but I never really saw the
There's only
aggressive
one
side of
truth.
India.
There's only one truth in the world, and that is that everybody's a fucking liar. I could be telling lies because maybe I have some brass with India. Maybe I have some beef with Indians.
Maybe you're Pakistani and I can't even tell the
Yeah,
difference. Who knows?
it's, I mean, there is a difference. It's like I'm educated. Most Pakistanis will not be as educated comparatively, and I'm bashing brown people, not just Indians or Pakistanis. I hate them all, man. I hate them equally. I'm an equalist.
Sheesh, sheesh, man. Man, yes, India. India's just working everybody through the cycle right now. They're trying to bring up
Yeah,
for 2050 or something like this. 2000.
yeah. So they're like, the women are like, okay, you have to understand perspective. One second. Um, so the thing that has happened is that it's very simple logic. A woman, what is woman naturally speaking from the natural world?
What are they speaking?
No, no, no. A woman, what does she represent in the natural world? She is nature. And if I go up to a woman and I ask her, will you allow me to put my dick in your thing and will you give me children? That is essentially what we're doing when we approach women, yes? And if she says no, that essentially is nature rejecting you the ability to have children. Nature is rejecting,
Oh man, are you?
okay?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That is what it is. At the end of the day, that is all that this is.
Yeah,
And
but
most
this is a very,
motivation
yeah, yeah.